Wow, he just took off on that one and he came for him.
Today, from Acrisure Stadium in Pittsburgh, it's Week 9 of the NFL on E! The Panthers defense ready to go to work following a poor performance in the loss last week. And the one we'll be watching is this man at corner.
And this was a week of soul-searching for this unit. They did not play well at all in the loss last time out. So this becomes a gut check type of a game. Each member of this defense is going to need to up their play.
Pick it now on first down. He'll get this to his tight end. That's Pat Freiermuth. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. A first carry for Elijah Mitchell. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. A Steeler first down on the pickup of 11 yards. Well, no slow start here. A couple nice chunk plays back-to-back.
I love the momentum that they're showing here early because they did it both ways, right? Threw the ball on first down for a nice chunk of yardage. Came right back and ran the ball. Looks like they've got the defense set back on their heels. Let's see if they can keep this moving.
Meanwhile, Pickett's throw into the hands of Pickens. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 as they're down to the 29-yard line. On 1st and 10, it's Pickett. That throw finds Pickens in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. A great effort there. His 4th touchdown on the year. The Panthers ready to go on this next defensive possession. They'll look for the stop here in the first quarter of a tie ball game. They'll start with a run by Mitchell. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Pickett will look to throw it here. On the screen, this is Edmonds. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. It's a Pittsburgh first down, a gain of 13. Under a minute to go, clock running, and a back-and-forth first quarter of play. First down, here's Mitchell. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. They run the play fake. Here's Pickett. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. George Pickens with his 2nd touchdown in this opening quarter. The Carolina defense set to go to work here. They trail here in the second quarter as this next drive begins with a 1st and 10. Here's Mitchell now to kick off the drive. And some room to roam now. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. 44 yards rushing for him now, and he's only carried the ball 4 times. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Pickett sets up play action. The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. Jonathan Grenard able to record his 5th sack of the season. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. Another try after the first down sack. Pickett. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Devon Hamilton in there to drop him, and sacks on 1st and 2nd downs. Now leads to a 3rd and long.
That's a ball he needs to let go of there. Wasn't the most time in the world to work through his progression, but NFL quarterbacks, they've got to sense the pressure. They've got that internal clock. You have to let it go before the pressure gets to you and puts you on the ground.
Pickett and the Steelers in need of a big play here. 3rd and long after the sack. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Brian Burns. That's now back-to-back sacks, and it brings up 4th down. So, Charles, no turnovers yet for this offense, but those sacks now, they're starting to pile up.
And one thing usually leads to another.
The Panthers ready to go on this next defensive possession. The football just inside the 40, so a tough tackle. Pickett to throw on 1st down. That's complete to DK Metcalf. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down. He's been the forgotten man in this first half. Not a guy you want to forget. Not only his first catch, first time they've targeted him.
That doesn't make any sense, does it?
Not
because
at all.
Those are the types of plays that he provides. When he does come alive, when they do look his way, not only is it a big catch, it's a first down.
To the air on first down with Pickett. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And that is caught. One-handed. Oh, my, he pulled it in. A big play that time for Pittsburgh. 47 yards. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter. 14-7. From the gun, here's Pickett. Flushed out right. And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Trying to get away, but could not. Jonathan Grenard. That is now 2 sacks for him here in this first half. Throwing on second and long. Pickett. Throw complete. That's Chase Edmonds out of the backfield. They give him a dozen on the pitch and catch, but now they're up against a 3rd and goal. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. Touchdown! George Pickens on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Steelers have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. The Carolina defense set to go to work here. First and 10, here's Pickett. This one into the hands of Metcalf. The Steelers signal for the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. Here's Pickett. That's complete to Edmonds, his running back. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
The Panthers ready to go on this next defensive possession. And they have not been at their best so far. They're down big here, 3rd quarter, as they try to rebound and get some stops. Second half begins with a carry by Mitchell. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. All right, so they got that one, Charles, against the center.
And let's remember how difficult it is for the center, because remember, he's got to snap the ball to put the play in motion, and sometimes you got that big guy on your nose. You got sometimes where he's coming at you at an angle. It's a difficult job for him to snap the ball and then execute his block.
Just a gain of a couple there, and that'll bring up second down. Now Pickett. Open man is the tight end, John Bates.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on second down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
Looking to throw, Pickett. Over the middle, complete. That's Mitchell. And he will have a Steelers first down as he's able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 5.
I'm not sure that was necessarily a safety valve or a check down throw on 3rd down. Sometimes just try and find the open guy and get him the ball. He did exactly that and found a way to pick up a first down.
Now the first carry for Chase Edmonds. And he'll muscle his way up to the 43 for a pickup of right around 5. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Off play action, Pickett. Rush coming, and he's taken down. They bring the safety on the blitz, and he busts through to drop him for an 8-yard loss.
Pickett and the Steelers in need of a big play here. 3rd and long after the sack.
He'll look to throw. Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 43. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13.
With the kind of game he's had so far, you had to know that on 3rd down that they would be looking his way, and they did, for big yardage and a first down. I think the defense fell asleep at the switch on that one. I would have doubled him, tripled him, anything to keep the ball out of his hands.
Now a dump off here complete.
And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line. Now a 2nd down and 6. Pickett back to throw. Got an open man. It's Pickens. And they'll work this down inside the 30. Up the middle, here's Mitchell. What a great effort there. He's going to get this inside the 15, and they'll spot it at the 13-yard line. Nice run. James Daniels, the guard, called for the penalty there.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20.
Pickett, he's going to throw it again. He'll get this underneath to Edmonds. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. The linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
That's complete to his tight end, Freiermuth.
And he will not get what he needed as he stopped short of the first down at around the 22.
The Carolina defense set to go to work here. And they've been pretty well carved up, to be frank, by this offense all game long. Just trying to ride this one out to the finish.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. The previous run good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard.
Back to throw. Pickett. Pickens on this.
And now a fumble. The ball's out. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line.
But maybe it hasn't exactly been a Rembrandt, but they've been mistake-free to this point and finally coughed it up. I don't think it's going to cost.
The Panthers ready to go on this next defensive possession.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
On 2nd down, here's Mitchell. And he is not going to go anywhere. They're going to get to him behind the line, and that is going to get us to the 2-minute warning.
A 2nd down play results in a loss of 2 yards. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long.
On 3rd down, here's Mitchell.
Calling no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down.
The Carolina defense set to go to work here.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down. Credit the tackle there to Uchenna Nwosu. So this one in the win column for the Pittsburgh Steelers. And, you know, it wasn't a shutout. They did give up the points in the first quarter, but second, third, and fourth quarter, they held them scoreless.
Brandon, if you throw a shutout for quarters 2, 3, and 4, you're doing a lot of games in this league. And this felt a lot like, almost like if you say baseball, and the pitcher goes through the lineup the first time and the hitters get to see him, and then they come out after that and the bats start blazing, right? I think they saw their best stuff in the first quarter and just shut everything down from that point on. What a great, convincing performance.
So for the Steelers,
they get a much-needed victory to get to 3-5 on the year.
And they will hit the road next week for a date with the Cleveland Browns. Meanwhile, for Carolina, it's loss number 5 for them on the year. And they'll try to turn
today. From Empower Field at Mile High in Denver, it's Week 12 of the NFL on EA Sports. Denver Broncos taking on the Las Vegas Raiders.
Denver's offense now set to go. They'll come out throwing here on first down. Steps away, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Now following the sack, they'll come up here on a 2nd down and 12. Flush to his right. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. On first down, he'll drop to throw. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Denver. Deontay Hardy, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Broncos are on the board first here this afternoon. Both sides of the football in sync early. You force the 3 and out, and then you take it down, score points.
You know what that tells me? They saw their game plan really well. Head coach said, listen, we're just going to stop them on 3 and out. We're going to take the ball downfield and score. But he also told them how it was going to happen. They're going to run this. We're going to stop it. Then we're going to take the ball. They won't be able to keep up with us. And they got it done.
Their quarterback leading this offense back out. He threw a touchdown pass last time they had it. And he'll look to get him in the end zone again here as they start with a first down. Escaping the pressure. And a big loss here as he's taken down. After the sack, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's 2nd and a country mile. Rolling to his left. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down. He'll drop to throw. And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete.
And that is how you respond after taking one on the chin to begin this game. Give up a first drive touchdown, go back out on defense, and completely shut them down to force a 3 and out.
So here are the Broncos to take over on offense. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Dances by him, and he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. Dancing to his left. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down. First carry for the Iowa State man, Breece Hall. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. Final 30 seconds of this first quarter. And it's been a quarter dominated by the guys with the football. Now a man open down the middle of the field. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 34. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. After 7-0 on EA Sports. Second and 6. Right side, it's Hamler pulling it in.
And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line.
So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it.
They'll set up the screen for Hall. And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. He couldn't get rid of it. He winds up losing a yard. It's 2nd down.
And this is a quarterback who's already had success on the ground in this first half, but this time they're able to hem him in.
And it's always different when you rush a mobile quarterback as opposed to a guy you know will be right back in the pocket. In this case, you got to make sure the inside pressure and the outside pressure match, and maybe even a second wave to make sure if he squirts free, you've got someone to tackle him.
They'll run with Hall.
And he will have the 1st down before he's brought down at the 3. They'll drop to throw. And this is caught for a Bronco touchdown.
Brandon Ayuk
from 3 yards out.
And the Broncos go up by 2 touchdowns.
Well, he scrambled outside of the pocket and wondered what was going to happen there. He fired a dart. That's what happened.
He certainly did. Scrambled left, looked left, and then left it in the receiver's hands with some dispatch.
In the receiver's hands, in the end zone for the score.
Their quarterback in this offense heading back out to the field. He had the touchdown pass on the last drive, his 2nd of this first half, as he'll try again on 1st down here. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground.
So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. They'll set up to throw. Eluding the pressure right. Now on the run. He'll throw it back deep over the middle.
And, incomplete. Great coverage there. He was in the perfect position defensively to make a play on the football. And it'll bring up third down.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Hardy. And he's going to be stopped here a few yards short of the first as the tackle is made at the 33. So 8 yards on the completion there, and it'll be fourth down.
Denver's offense ready to go again.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
No surprise to see him running again here. It's something he's done throughout this season. And that run puts him over 500 yards on the ground for the year. He's got to be thinking to himself, if I'm already at 500, what's to stop me from going for 1,000?
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Now a throw here, hauled in. 7 yards there and a first down.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets them to 2nd and 4. The Broncos in the hurry-up trying to get to their positions and get set quickly. Flushed out right.
And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
First down now, but that clock rolling. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. It's brought in by Harris.
And he's going to be taken down at about the 33.
So we've hit halftime off.
Halftime over, no problem with us. We skip right to the third quarter and continue this midseason contest. The Bronco offense ready to begin this third quarter of play. This offense ready for the first drive of the third quarter. Well, quarters number 1 and 2 entertaining. We saw some good offense points put up, Charles, and all tied on the scoreboard.
And it sets us up for what could be a really fun second half because we've seen both sides score almost at will here in the first half. And now, here in the second half, getting the ball first, you've got to think, hey, we can go out and really run our offense the way we did in the first half. But if I'm a defensive player, all I'm thinking is, can I make a play to really help out my team and break this streak of offense?
This pass caught by Hamler.
And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. They'll look to throw again. Oh, look at the juke.
And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line.
And they're going to speed things up here. Back to throw now on first down.
This pass out wide to Hall. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20. Hall on a give up the middle.
And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1. A field goal would get him the lead, but that's not what they're shooting for as they come up on third down.
On third down, here's Hall.
And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 16.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
He's going to be sacked back at the 23-yard line. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Looking to throw. Flush to his right. Looking middle, and it's incomplete.
I know he was trying to get the completion downfield, but the way this game has gone, with a few of the runs he's made along the way, he should have kept the ball and taken it with his feet downfield. That's the big play that shreds the defense. Instead, he thought to himself, I'm a quarterback, I've got to throw it. He bailed out the defense with that incompletion.
They'll go for it. It's Hall. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the first down as he's tackled at the 1. They'll run with Hall into a mass of bodies, and I think they held him out. They did. Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. They'll try to run with Hall. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. This Raider defense not giving in. They'll try to hold once more on 3rd and goal. He'll buy some time right. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. It's a 1-yard touchdown run. And the Broncos have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the second half. They were looking to pass the ball there, but they forgot to account for the man with the football.
Yeah, I can hear people right now saying, well, why don't you have a spy in your defense, someone who will dance with him and go where he goes? Well, oftentimes if you utilize a spy,
and the football going back over to the Denver Broncos. They no longer have the lead after that last touchdown, all tied up in the 4th quarter, and a chance for this offense to mount a potential game-winning drive right here. He'll go up top here for Hamler, and this is going to be intercepted. And the Raiders are going to take possession of the football. Set to take over, the Broncos offense trots back out. Now Hall to start the drive. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. Here's a 2nd and 7. Escaping the pressure right. This is Hamler on the receiving end. Here we go, 3rd and 1. Gut check time on both sides. Out of the gun, they run it with Hall. And he's got a first down as he's up to the 48. And quickly, they get to the line. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. And now this one may draw a penalty. He just blindly threw that one to the sideline. And yet, indeed, the flag is out. We saw it, too. Nobody in the vicinity of that throw, and that earns him the penalty.
Yeah, you got to at least get it close enough to one of your own guys in order to dodge the penalty.
Eluding the pressure right. A throw left side, hauled in by Hamler. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And this a leaping effort, but it's knocked away and incomplete. Well, they took a shot there, trying to get it downfield, 4th quarter tie game.
Tried to get it in one chunk.
So this one a victory for the Las Vegas Raiders. And they were spurred on by a strong performance in that 4th quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
Everyone wants to pitch a shutout for the entire game, but when you throw one in the 4th quarter, that tells everyone that you're getting stronger and dominance is starting to take over, right? The way that you close, the way that you finish, that gets preached to you from the time you're playing Little League football.